So we're going to look at setting up the bookings app in Office 365 so you can use it so parents can book in for parents' evening. To do this, log into office.com, go to the 9 little dots, and if bookings is there, click on it. If not, you can click on all apps and you should see bookings. It may take you to this page, so just click the button, and it now wants you to add a calendar. We don't have a calendar set up, so we're going to add a booking calendar. Now, the terminology that we use in bookings is very business orientated, which kind of doesn't quite work with schools, but as you'll see, we can get through it. So for the business name, we're actually going to put this as December Parents' Evening. Don't need to worry about business type, click continue. Once it's done, it will come to this page. If for any reason you came straight to this page beforehand, it's probably because you've already got a booking calendar set up, and you can just click on the little arrow there and go to new and create a new booking calendar. So as I say, this is very business orientated. So the idea is I've set this up as a member of staff, and parents can come to a page and book in to see me at a particular time to discuss their child's progress. So what I want to go to first is services. You'll see there's this initial consult. We're going to get rid of that in a second. We're going to add a service. Service name, and we'll just call this Mr. Jackson Maths. We now have the default duration of that meeting. So for a parents' evening, that's probably going to be about 10 minutes. Buffer time can be really useful. We can put that as being, say, 5 minutes, and it stops us having a meeting being booked in immediately before or after. It gives us that little bit of space if we want it. But for this, we won't bother. Now, maximum number of attendees. You may think, well, I may have 2 parents or guardians come in, so it's 2 or it's 3. Leave it as 1, so it's 1 meeting. So you may be having a meeting with 2 parents or 2 guardians, but it's 1 meeting, so leave that as 1. This is useful if you're doing like a conference or a meeting and there are 10 places. You could put that as being 10, so it would let 10 people book in and then wouldn't let anyone else. Like I say, this is a default for business, so there's a price. We'll just leave that as price not set. We'll leave custom fields and the reminders and that for now. We'll leave all these as basics, and we'll come down here. Show this service on the booking page, yes. Use the default scheduling policy. Now you'll see we can do a scheduling policy in a bit, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to take that off. Time increments, we'll have that as 10 minutes because the meetings are 10 minutes. As you can see there, we've got lead times for cancellations and lead times for booking. Notify the business, because you've set this up. The business is you, so you will get a notification email if you wanted to, should you tick that box. And you can also send an invite to the customer or the parent, as we would do it. We don't want to allow the customer, the parent, to choose a specific person because there's just going to be the one person. And then we've got the availability. So for this, we're going to put not bookable, and we're going to set a different availability for a date range. So when is our parents' evening? It's December, and we will say it's the 16th and the 17th. So I can click on the 16th and it ends on the 17th. And then bookable hours, bookable when staff are free, not bookable, or custom hours. So we'll go for custom hours. It's the Thursday and the Friday, so we can actually delete Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday we can say it's only from 3:30 to 6 p.m. and on Friday we can say it's from 3:30 to 5 p.m. It's a Friday, we want to finish early. And then I click save. You'll see now that this initial consult is still there. We don't want that, so we can just delete that. We couldn't delete that at the start because you have to make sure there's at least one service in there. So we've created the new service, we can delete that old one. If we then go to booking page, you'll see we can set our colour theme Do they require an Office 365 account because it's parents? No. Use the newest version of bookings. Obviously Microsoft are always making changes to this thing, so you can use the latest version if you want. Use one-time passwords, so you provide them with a password and they can only get in if they've got the password. One thing worth doing is disable direct search engine indexing of booking page. You don't want your booking page for your parents' evening to show up on Google search results, so tick that box. This is the default scheduling policy, which we've actually disabled, so we don't need to worry about that. Again, notify the business. And I can hit save and publish. It will then give us a page. I can open the publish page, or I can copy the link and paste it into a new tab. It's that link which you would then share with the parents through either an email or the text messaging service. So if we open the publish page, you'll see we're in August, but if I move forward to December, you'll see I've got 16th and the 17th, and you'll see there's 10-minute gaps that people can book in. So the parent would come to this page and they could do this on their tablet, their laptop, their mobile phone. They'd go to the 16th of December or the 17th, they'd pick the date they want, they put their name, email, phone number and address if they wanted to, and click book. And then what would happen is that time slot would then be taken up and no one else would be able to book it. So I will just book a dummy meeting into here. And then if I go to calendar, you'll see I now have a calendar item in there, and when I click on it, it says who's booked it. So if we go to the booking page, you'll see there that it asks for the name, email, phone number and address. Well, we probably don't need the address. We may not need the phone number. What would probably be useful is to have the name of the child you want to talk about. So what we can do is change these fields. So if we go back to the bookings page and services, and we click on the service that we're working with, we can scroll down to custom fields and we can modify. So you can see there that we have email, phone number, address, customer notes. I can click on address and notes, and I can add a question, add a text question. What is the name of your child? And save. I then click on the question, what is the name of your child, and we will make that required. Click OK, click save, go back to the booking page, and you'll see, please provide additional information, what is the name of your child. Obviously, if you don't want people to make any bookings, you can unpublish. You could also change the lead time. So at the moment, if it's a year before the date you can book in, we could change that to say 7 days, and that wouldn't allow anyone to book anything in until 7 days before the parents' evening. You can also use this embed code. So you have the HTML code and you have the iframe code. What you can actually do here is embed the booking page into another web page. So if you know the parents are using the school website regularly, rather than sending them to the booking page, you can actually embed this within a web page.